So I'm out for another run, and what's important now is that I've only got 2 weeks until marathon day on the 6th of May 2019, Milton Keynes. If you check out my previous running video, you'll see how to track me during that race if you download the app. Well, there we are, it's a bit better. It's not early because it's bank holiday today, Easter bank holiday. Had a great day yesterday, Easter day, of course. But running continues even with 2 weeks to go. And what I want to talk about is the running during the last few weeks in the build up to a marathon, which is called tapering. And what that means is I'm going to keep myself going without tiring myself out. All the long runs are pretty much behind me now. Well, they are. The longest run in these last 2 weeks is 8 miles next weekend. I managed quite easily a 12-mile run on Saturday. I'm just out for 4 miles this morning, nice and gentle. And the basic pattern is to finish your last heavy week of training about 4 weeks out, and then 3 weeks out you run 3/4 of that last heavy week of training. So your 20 run becomes a 15, for example. But I did that on every run through the week, and so on this week, just 2 weeks to go, I'm down to half the distances of that heavy week of training. And next week, in the last week before the marathon, I'll go down to a quarter of that heavy week of training. So a couple of things start to happen when you get this close to your big running day that I've been training for all year, actually. The first training one was on the 31st of December, New Year's Eve. I don't remember it now. We're 3 weeks into April. It's been a lot of work, and it becomes more and more important to me, especially as I'm only running one marathon a year. To be honest, I hope to run another one this year, but that's been my pattern. Didn't manage it last year at all. So in these last 2 weeks, what becomes important is completing that race and setting realistic goals. But because you're tapering down your work effort, the distances you do, the time out, and your body is really quite fit now if the training's gone well, you're desperate to run some more, and you have to resist that temptation so that you get the balance right of being nice and rested come the big day. The other thing that happens and it's happened already twice this morning before I set off about 8 o'clock. You start thinking you've got a major injury, and it'll probably happen 4 or 5 times every day for the next 2 weeks. This morning my calves are definitely a little bit stiff, and that's very unusual. So I'm having a bit of a panic about that, and just feeling them as I jog along this morning, and telling myself it'll be fine. The truth is, at this point there's very little I can do, but I don't need to do any fast work. Keep it gentle is the way to go. And the other thing I'm worried about physically is whether I've overdone it, because that was the problem last year, overtrained. I don't think that's the case. I'm probably just tired from the build up to yesterday's work and the enjoyment of that, but the effort that went into it. I'm probably just tired from that. The run on Saturday and the work yesterday on Easter Sunday. So I should be fine. But I wanted to record something about tapering, and then the next one I'm going to record is going to be on marathon day. I don't know yet if I'm going to take the phone with me on the marathon. It's making my arms ache this morning holding it up. But I'll certainly be filming on that day before and after the race, and I hope that between us we can get some footage when I'm running along. If I can grab the phone for a short time and then hand it off again. Right, mustn't get run over. There's a detour across this road. So that's it, that's tapering. So funny time. Just keep myself healthy and keep myself confident. Eat well. I've resisted eating much chocolate at all at Easter, and that will be saved for a couple of weeks' time when this marathon's done and I get a personal best time, hopefully. Please remember, you might want to sponsor me for the work of Off the Fence here in Brighton, particularly working amongst those who sleep rough. I probably won't see anyone today because I'm not going very far, but there'll be plenty of people who've slept out last night. It's not fun. They're not camping in the back garden with a nice toilet to go to. They need our love, they need our help at a time when they are vulnerable and low. Thanks for watching. Appreciate those who subscribed and liked the videos, hit the thumbs up, especially those people who leave a comment on YouTube. That really encourages me as I do this training. I do enjoy it, but it's a hard challenge. There's another runner ahead of me. I'm going to catch them up. Bye.